Hey, welcome back to another Patreon lesson. Today I'm going to be talking about a concept that I'm calling using samples and duplication to create a drum sound. Now, there's two ways that I kind of am going to talk about using this concept. Or basically, there's two scenarios to where this might be useful. It's going to involve the idea of only having a few mics on your drums. So that could be that you've only have a few at your disposal, or it could be that you just recorded something with a few mics, and then once you get farther into whatever project you're working on, you find that the vibe was right, but you kind of need more out of the drum sound than those couple of mics can provide. Which was basically the scenario I was in and what made me think to do this lesson. I was working on a demo for a song and only had 3 mics on my kit, and I went ahead and demoed out some drums. But then the farther I got into the song, the more I really enjoyed and felt like the vibe of the drums I captured was right. I just needed a little more movement and depth and some different things out of them. So basically, I used the two, you know, um, techniques that I'm going to talk about, duplication and sample blending, to create that. So the setup I had when I was doing this was just a kick-in mic, which was a Shure Beta 52. I had my Telefunken M80 dynamic mic on the snare, which is basically just like a beefed up 57. And then I had a biodynamic ribbon mic in the knee position, which comes right over the kick, right in the middle of the kit, kind of faces in towards the snare, and it's under the ride cymbal. And those are the only 3 mics when I was doing that recording. But like I said, I really felt like they fit the song well, and so I just needed to find another way to create the drum sound without recutting the drums with more mics involved and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to the clip of the playing section. I happened to be taking a video that day, which I'm glad so I could show this in context. So here's the video, and basically what you're going to hear is the drums in a section of the song. It's a pre-chorus going into a chorus, and you're going to hear it with all the processing on, with all the samples and things that I added, and then we'll come back and jump in the session so you can actually hear how I got that sound. So here's that. Okay, now that you've gotten to hear what it all sounded like at the end, let's jump in and solo some things so you can hear specifically how I got to that sound. And that's really all I've got. I thought this was a really good example of just showing, like, if you've only got a few mics, or if you've captured something with a few mics and you just need more out of the drum sound, using sample doubling and blending, or even replacement, and then duplicating the tracks you do have recorded and just processing them differently is a great way to find new textures and get things out of those few tracks you have that you need to make the drums speak in the song and have some movement, like I talked about, between like the pre-chorus and the chorus, etc. So that's all I've got for this lesson. I hope it's been entertaining and helpful to you. And if you've got any questions, as usual, just reach out, let me know. If not, I'll see you next time.